Today, the old Dali City has become a touristic enclave, but although it's very touristic, it's still worth visiting because there are so many good food and a lot of cheap but good souvenirs. Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I am in Yunnan Dali, in Dali Bai Autonomous Prefecture. Dali is the starting point of my ride from Yunnan to Tibet, and yesterday I picked up my bike and I changed the tire and prepared my bike a little bit, and then I stayed in a guest house, this small guest house near Arhai Lake. And speaking of Dali, it is extremely popular for China's domestic tourism. Many people have visited Dali already, and it is a historical place and for over 300 years in history. So starting from the, I think, 10th century to the 12th century, Dali was the capital of Dali Kingdom. And by then, Dali Kingdom covers part of Yunnan, Guizhou, Sichuan, and even parts of India, of Myanmar, of Laos, of Vietnam. So it was quite a prospering kingdom. And apart from the rich history, Dali is simply very beautiful. And look at here outside my window. That's Sangshan Mountain Range. The highest peak is over 4,000 meters. And here outside my window here, behind those buildings, that's Arhai Lake. So Dali is entirely on Yunnan Plateau. The elevation is about 2,000 meters. And speaking of climate, it's never too hot or too cold, but it's also sunny and dry all year round. There are lots of flowers, lots of fruits, and I guess that's why it's so popular. Today I'll be riding from Dali to Shaxi. You can barely see the map because it's only 100 kilometers. This is Dali, this is Lijiang, and Shaxi somewhere in between. And by the way, this is a very useful Western self-driving guide map that covers the provinces of Yunnan, of Guangxi, of Tibet Autonomous Region, of Xinjiang Autonomous Region. 谢谢，拜拜。好的。And then I go to the market and then check out the old city. Finally back in the main street. Wow, this is beautiful. Today, the old Dali City has become a touristic enclave, but although it's very touristic, it's still worth visiting because there are so many good food and a lot of cheap but good souvenirs. My favorite thing is to start the day with a walk through the local market. It's a perfect place to get instantly versed in the diversity that Yunnan produces. Dali's market has bright colors, beautiful fruits, veggies, meat, and even flowers. Everything looks incredibly fresh, and everything has a reasonable price. Ethnically, Dali is also very diverse. The main ethnic minorities here is Bai people. And if you ever seen a woman with a flower head, it's very likely that they are Bai people. And there are also quite a lot of Hui people, the Muslim population here. So for those women who are wearing scarf, they are Hui people. There is even a mosque in the old city. There are also some halal restaurants, halal butcher shop. In my last online streaming, people asked me which part of China has the best food. Although it's hard to say which one is the best, I'm pretty sure that you will never be disappointed by Yunnan food because, first of all, the ingredients is just so fresh and so diverse. Look at that. There are also a lot of mountain delicacies. This is a fan, bamboo, beans, xiangchun, and then this is mushroom and rose. Yes, people in Yunnan eat rose. There is simply too much fresh vegetables. Yunnan Province, because of the climate, has a lot of mushrooms. And this one. Wow. 大姐，我想问一下，杨梅怎么卖？
杨梅15
一斤，桑葚呢？
桑葚也就15，点呢你自己来呗。
这个呢？蓝莓？
这个30。
哦，蓝莓贵一点，我尝一个哈。
他们卖50、60的呀，40这样的，我这还便宜一点，尝一个，没事。
Yangmei food is indigenous to China. I really had it in outside China, and that's mulberry.
够了。
好的。10
块。
现在还有樱桃呀？
哎，我们这边樱桃才上市的。
哦，刚刚。
我们这个叫小樱桃，你们那边是大樱桃的。
我们那边也是这种，但是现在还没到，太早了。
哦，我们这边上市了。
啊。That's all kinds of rice noodle and wheat noodle. The round one, they call it kuai. It's basically rice cake. Dali, it's also the very few places in China that eat cheese. They produce cheese and they eat cheese. This is a local cheese called Rushan. And sometimes there is even rose petals in it. Flower jam. This is rose petal jam. 老板，这个是什么呀？
这个是桂花酱。
哦，桂花酱。小的是玫瑰花酱。多少钱呀？
这个5块一瓶。
我拿一个这个吧，小的。
要玫瑰的啊？
对，要一个玫瑰的。
这是冰包里。
这个可是羊奶那个。哪个是牛奶，哪个是羊奶？
这个是牛奶，这个是羊奶。
Wow, what a long queue. This must be another internet famous shop. And they are selling Wendolphin, the bean curd, which looks like this.
10块，4块，10块个，5块一斤。
Yunnan cuisine tends to be very spicy and salty. That's a famous mushroom, seasoned mushroom here. They are sliced and then fried and then cooked with chili pepper, salt.
小米辣，谢谢。所以我看看辣到好吃才带啊。拌拌面都很。吃不到，吃不到，这个吃不到，这个。哦，买。31.9买，而且粗的1块。
The most typical local breakfast is 扒肉饵丝, a rice noodle soup topped with melting tender stewed pork shoulder, and you can get it easily in restaurants. But I got Liangji Mi Xian, a cold rice noodle with pulled chicken and some spices, and a typical Yunnan dessert. And my dessert is a xianhua bing. It's a sweet pastry. It's so crumbly with rose jam in it. Those three white pagodas are Chongsheng Sisanta. That's the landmark of Dali. It's also evidence of the rich history of Dali. Just some very brief information. Those three towers were built in different dynasties. The one in the middle was built in Tang Dynasty. That's about 1,200 years ago. So this tower has a style of Tang Dynasty. It's rectangular if you see the section. And the other two smaller towers were built in Song Dynasty, and by then Dali is called Dali Guo. If you see the section, it's 八边形, so octagon. It's getting crowded now. Everyone's taking picture of this building. Whoa, what a nice house. Dong'anmen. All the fabrics here, those with blue patterns, that's the typical 白族扎染, a traditional dyeing technique.
你要用针线把它缝起来，然后这个缝好了还没染，这个染过了，染过之后你看它扎起的地方一打开，它就是百浪跟水进不到，你的手有看到布上这些小白点都是这样缝起来，卖的就是这个工时费，摆的这种越多我们缝的越细越密，那就价钱相应贵一点。
You can even feel this uneven touch. Similar to Dali Old Town, Xizhou Town is a lovely place, with plenty of cafes, eateries, and shops. And after a brief stay, I continued biking. This navigation isn't so promising. Hello.
去哪里啊，兄弟？
去那个沙溪。
沙溪。
你去哪儿呀？
要是去丽江，去沙溪要从
这边走是吧？
看那个洱园，从洱园再过去就到剑川。
行，好的好的，我拐一下，谢谢你啊，拜拜。Okay, hopefully this is the way, right? Yeah. Dali City, yes, exactly, this is the way. Now I am in Dongchuan Town. Dongchuan Town is particularly famous for one thing, its cheese product. But I should see some near the road. If I see any cheese factories, I will just stop by and order a cheese. China isn't famous for cheese, but in Dongchuan town, the native Bai people have been producing a special cheese for centuries. In this small factory, 2 women are working magic. They roll the milk into a smooth, stretchy mozzarella ball.大姐，这个卤水里面有什么东西啊？
卤水里面就没有什么东西，它是酸的。
这是酸的。
水嘛，是水。
哦。然后牛奶放到酸水里面煮一下，然后就变成这样了。
哎，酸水它就发生那个化学反应嘛，就把牛奶里面的水就逼出来了，分解出来了。
So I was thinking maybe they use some special stuff to solidify the milk, but they told me it's the citric liquid from the milk. It's naturally fermented. I've been to the cheese factories in Europe, but I know that they use a special product from for example, the cow's stomach. But here they don't use that at all. They only use this liquid from the milk. So I've got this 乳扇锄头 and they also give me a chopstick. It looks like mozzarella, to be honest. Whoa. I feel like I'm eating noodles. And actually the taste feels like mozzarella. It's very fresh, not salty, and a little bit sweet. After getting the mozzarella-like cheese ball, Rushan cheese is stretched on 2 bamboo sticks, dried for a couple of days until it gets a leathery, crispy texture. After stretching the cheese on the bamboo sticks, now all the cheese are dried in this room for 1 or 2 days. So this one is quite special. There is rose petal in it. Compared with the fresh ones, this one has a stronger flavor. It's not stink at all. It doesn't have a stinky flavor like many of the aged cheese, but it has a natural sweetness and the fragrance of the rose petal. I really love this cheese. area is called Xizhou, the West Lake, and there are so many small villages by Bai people. They are very few tourists. It's so quiet. I really love it. So I still have 19 kilometers to cover. Now it's about 4 p.m. I really have to hurry up. Yeah, about 2 hours. This road doesn't look so promising though. Maybe I'll have a very long ride tonight. Well, actually the road isn't too bad, but it's just that there are a lot of curves because Shaxi is on the other side of the mountain. I hardly see cars nor motorbikes. I guess this isn't the fastest. It's not the fastest. There is even a cafe here. Just for a quick look. Should be here. There is even a very beautiful courtyard. Huh. It's all real flowers. Beautiful. And today I actually arrived a little bit earlier than I expected. While I was on the mountains, it was so windy. And I can feel the temperature drop. So I think I'm going to take a shower, have some dinner, and then take a good rest. I'm going to end my today's video. I hope you enjoy watching it. And tomorrow I will start from Shaxi and I will ride towards Lijiang. So thanks for watching and stay tuned.